Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome to Frozen Synapse 2. Oh man, it's been ages since I played Frozen Synapse, but I always liked the game and I've kept an eye on Frozen Synapse 2, specifically for the single player part, because that's also what we're going to be playing today. The single player part now has a city overmap, or like kind of like the strategic layer in XCOM games, where you have an overview of the world and you pick missions and basically figure out where to go. Frozen Synapse 2 now has that. We have our own city, we will be in control of a faction, we can have diplomacy with other AI factions, and if I remember correctly, like, I have paid a little bit of attention, but not too much, because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself. There is a larger threat looming on the horizon. Now, that is something that we are going to have to defend against, kind of like an invasion. So it's not just us fighting AI factions and taking them out or taking them over. There is a larger threat that we need to deal with. But that is something that is going to be going on over time. And, well, I don't know how quickly that will appear, or I don't know, basically anything about the city game aspect of it. But it will be very interesting, because if there was one thing I didn't like too much about the original Frozen Synapse, was that they were individual battles. And those individual battles basically meant that there was no consequence to winning or losing them. There was satisfaction to be had, and a lot of it, to be sure. But it didn't really mean anything for an ongoing campaign. There was no loss of troops, there was no setbacks. If you lost, you just tried again. Now, that is something that comes to Frozen Synapse 2, and that is going to be extremely interesting. Apparently they were inspired by the original XCOM Apocalypse expansion, if I remember correctly. I haven't played that one, but apparently it had a similar setup with a bigger world, with simulated AI factions going about their business, taking on missions and having consequences and so on. That is basically what this game is trying to do as well. So that's going to be extremely interesting. We will be starting a new city game, my first ever city game, so I am completely... I'm a complete noob, except for the fact that I've played a bit of Frozen Synapse before, and I've quickly done the tutorial in this one. It's pretty much the same, but with more stuff added to it. So let's have a look. We have easy mode, for if you prefer to play without dying all the time, well, no. Disable story missions. Take part in the city without a relationship with Sonata. Now I want to experience the story. Iron Man mode, 1 save slot, no second chances. Oh my. We should. We really should. Let's go ahead and take that one. 2 tactics mode. The player can have a maximum of 2 fat forms in their squads. Now, fat forms are basically units. That is a huge limit that we do not want to do. Dark mode. Most missions are dark. It's a really cool mode, but I don't think we want to do that right now. And then we have insane mode. AI can see your plans before it moves. Now, what the hell? That sounds insane, because if they know your plan before they move, they can adjust to it. So you have to make a perfect plan, basically, something that they simply cannot counter. Now, if you've played Frozen Synapse before, you know how extremely hard that can be. That is absolutely insane. Hence, of course, the name, Insane Mode. It makes sense. But no, we're only going to be ticking on Iron Man mode. Let's begin. Also, somebody told me that the audio levels seem to be good, so that should be okay, hopefully. Like, the music is picking up a little bit again. Welcome back to Markov Geist. 7 years ago, the shapeform entity Charon's Palm destroyed itself along with the ruling Enyo Nomad Corporation. The event became known as the Realization. Perhaps that means nothing to you. The city was splintered, and its pervasive network, the Shape, began to fray. Some of Markov's population became reacquainted with scarcity and displacement, their comfortable technology disintegrating around them. For many, the realization was simply the reconfiguration of a familiar trial. Forged from an awkward alloy of ambition and compromise, the hastily assembled Markov Geist Municipal Council set about reconstruction. The result was an algorithmic reformation. Buildings argue against buildings, jostling with anger and idealism. Unspeakable wealth and poverty running through the tumult of traffic. Momentary joy and fragmented disputes. Powerful faction, blah blah, I was too slow. Now the city faces an uncertain future, complicated by the arrival of a new threat. You'll come to understand its meaning. As for me, I didn't come to Markov Geist to save it. I came because I was called. Interesting. Wow. This is overwhelming. Look at that. Right, so this is apparently our HQ. We have a base defense squad and we have a strike team that we can send on their way. We don't know what that does, but luckily there seems to be an interface tutorial, which we most definitely would like to run. So, right, before we get down to business, let's do some basic orientation. To move the map, hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse. Right, pretty easy. Please use the mouse wheel to zoom the camera in and out. Alternatively, you can use the M and N keys on your keyboard. You can probably manage them. Yes, I can, for sure. Hold down the middle mouse button, mouse wheel, and move the mouse to tilt the camera, or press N to skip if you have no middle mouse button. Interesting. This day and age, who doesn't have a middle mouse button? Ooh, fancy. That looks pretty cool. In the bottom right of the screen is the shortcuts window. This allows you to locate important things with ease and rapidity. Click on BU8 HQ to zoom to your HQ. Alright. This is the delightful selected location window. You can use it to see details of the current building or squad, as well as any objects that may be present. Slam the next button directly underneath this text to continue. Alright, so first let's have a look. Right, we have BU8 HQ, of course, 5 Archway. I have no idea what that means. District de Novis, well, I guess that's the city district. We have a star rating, that's probably the defensibility of it, not entirely sure. A standard 10k bond, 5k bond, I'm not sure what the bonds are. Maybe insurance, or I have no idea. Building certification, being used, okay. We have a faction leader in here. We have D-Virus Pistol, Serena Pistol, Strike Team, Goldback Assault, Sunlife Assault. Not sure what that means. I guess these are people. This might be free people as well. We'll see. Next. Now you've achieved basic functionality. I have a call coming through from our illustrious leader. Metem of Markov Geist Municipal Council. Hello Alex, my name is Dominic Metem. I'm the chairman of the Markov Geist Municipal Council. We try to keep the wheels from falling off. You'll be reporting directly to me. We don't normally use freelancers, but you come highly recommended. I know you've been around for a little while. Your record during IceFax and the Torpor Consequence speaks for itself. We've hired you to mount an emergency response to a force which our analysts have termed Sonata. You will be required to send your military assets to any incursions, investigate and protect the population. Bureau 8, hence the BU8 I guess, has been established to give you some significant autonomy from the Council. Aside from your responsibilities around the incursions, you may act according to your own discretion. The MGMC does not have the resources to fully support an operation on this scale. Let's see in chat. 5 Archway is the address, I guess. Oh, that might be true. Yeah, good point. Might be the address. Therefore, we've secured partial funding for your activities directly from the city districts and other major factions. In return for this, you will also be required to maintain a general security force. Keep faction activity in check. Keep the peace. Ooh, that could be interesting. So we're kind of like a police force for all the other factions in the city? maybe? That's going to be hard. Sonata's presence has been accompanied by the appearance of powerful objects known as relics. You can recover these from incursion sites, and we will make use of them to generate revenue and enhance our ability to support Vatform mercenaries. Many of their properties are currently unknown. We are continuing to investigate. Good luck, I look forward to working with you. Alright, let's take a look at the map views in the top right. Click on each one to activate it. Shape Control SC shows the area where factions have influence. Local militia are more likely to fight for a faction in those areas. Alright, so that's up the top right. Click on each one to activate. So this is SC, Shape Control. So I guess this is our control area. And then we have the different AI factions controlling their own little part of the city. It's interesting. We don't seem to be controlling any streets quite yet. District shows them information about the various city districts. Alright, so the Novice, Grey Line South, New Cortica, and we have a funding level. So I guess all the districts fund us equally at the moment. We can go back to normal mode. Alright, in order to wait for the next incursion, we must start advancing time. Press the play button at the bottom left of your screen. This is a useful button. Once you've set up an action, you'll need to press it to get things moving. Don't forget to do that, okay? Well, I guess we're just waiting for now, so let's just hit play and see what happens. We can also speed up time, but it's not telling us to do that, so we're not going to. We are requesting immediate assistance with a Sonata incursion in the Novice. Ooh, interesting. That was the district governor, Alex. We'll need to send a squad over there and deploy immediately. The districts may dock your funding if you respond too slowly to incursions. Interesting. Time to show what you're really made of. Well, other than globulous flesh, that is. Ah yeah, we have Balaka, who makes a return from Frozen Synapse 1. He is an AI that likes to mock us useless meatbags. Alright, important events will pause the game and bring up an action token to give you information and shortcuts to likely actions. Red ones are critical. You have to deal with them before moving on. You can ignore all the others if you want. Alright, so... Right, shortcuts. Incursion at mixed use building. Let's click on it. Next. Sonata is locating relics and then sending squads out to connect to them. Luckily, only we have the tech to detect these incursions, so we won't get a load of idiotic factions in our face the whole time. You'll need to send a squad over there to deal with it. Click on the small magnifying glass icon on the action token at the bottom left to see where this incursion has landed. Oh, we have this as well. I didn't even notice. I was looking at this area at the bottom right. But we actually have this, which is much more obvious to the bottom left, and somehow I missed it. But we have a magnifying glass, so we can actually zoom in on it. We never know where incursions are going to land, so eventually we'll need to improve our coverage of the entire city. Conveniently, this incursion is pretty close to us, so let's try and get to it. Click on Send Squad down there at the bottom left. Let's do that. We currently have 2 squads of Vatform soldiers, however I'm just showing you the important one here as the other is at home defending our HQ. Click on the strike team on the right hand side of the screen. Which button should we press next? That's right, it's the play button. Give that a whack and let's watch them make their way to the incursion from our HQ while we remain comfortably at home. Ooh, and we can see selected location information, incursion spot. We have a pistol, okay. Standard 10k bond and a relic. Maybe we get the bond in money form. I don't know. But let's hit play. And there we go, the squad is moving. That was a very quick one. They just crossed the street into the next building over. Our strike team is about to arrive at the incursion and requires orders. You really don't want to see what it looks like when they make their own decisions. Click the Give Orders buttons on the red action token at the bottom left. BU8 strike team is about to encounter Son incursion squad at mixed use building and requires orders. Alright. In general, you will have a variety of options when a squad reaches a node. We're not here to make pancakes, so let's click Attack Incursion. Indeed. Let's go ahead and attack the incursion. This is the real meat of the game, the tactical portion. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the city layer is now the meat of the game as well. Though, of course, Frozen Synapse 2 still holds a significant multiplayer portion. Also, Madeleine Fourier. I'm told that they just appeared from nowhere and started threatening people. We did our best to evacuate. Alex, the Sonata units have activated this building's lockdown system. The dark red areas on your display are locked doors, whereas the light red beams represent the ballistics grid that is defending the windows. Right, so these are the doors, these are the windows. Next, when the building is in this state, units cannot enter, fire through the windows, or destroy the walls with rockets. To gain entry, you need to move units to the rectangular unlock zone here. Alright. Or here. So basically one at each door. Our techs will connect to the platform in the zone and hack the lockdown system via its shape interface. The building will unlock in your next turn. The zone will turn green when you've activated it. You can deploy your units in this mission. This just means that I'll handle getting them to a specific point for you as long as it's safe. Look on the left hand side of the screen. You can click units in the deployment pane and drop them on the playfield. You can also drag them around. You cannot place units in the enemy's line of sight, and sometimes there will be other restrictions. Interesting. Watch out for the warnings at the bottom of the screen. Once you've placed them, you can make a plan for them in the same turn. That guard, I guess this one, outside isn't aware of your presence, and I can predict his moves. That's what the circle around him means. Just press play and test the turn to see where he'll go. You won't be able to do that with enemies once they figure out you're there. If you get confused about something, try the info button in the top right. Now go and kill things. So we have an info button right here. Actually, this is really interesting, because right now we can predict where he's going. We can kind of use that to formulate a plan that is essentially an ambush. Right? That is really cool. Actually very intrigued by that, because that's kind of like XCOM 2, where you get like your first opening attack that's like the ambush. You can do some significant damage probably, and then, well, after that the enemy knows you're there, and yeah, it's going to be very very cool probably. Right, so you may deploy throughout the mission area. Left click a unit to deploy. Interesting. So warning, unit cannot navigate there, because we're on top of that thing. So if we place it here, warning, this area is in an enemy's line of sight. This towards his rear as well. Still here as well. Alright, so we have to be... I think, you know, it's best to make, or to be some distance away, because this is a pistol unit. He's probably not very effective at long range, whereas we will be, because we have assault rifles. Let's see, I don't remember ever playing Frozen Synapse 1 in single player, but MP or multiplayer was very unique. Oh, for sure. Frozen Synapse 1 single player, it was basically, it was interesting, but it was a regular campaign. You know, there was a straight way forward. There was every mission was always going to be the same for every player. There was no agency of which missions to take, where to go in terms of overall battle plan. There were just the individual battles. And it was still really cool. Like, they had some interesting set-piece missions. And it was quite hard, but it was quite fun. But of course, yeah, in Frozen Synapse, the multiplayer is exactly where the meat has always been. Probably it's going to be the same for Frozen Synapse 2, but now that we have a more dynamic single-player mode, where you can actually direct the, you know, the battles you take, the things you respond to, the places you go. There's a lot more agency there, and the battles have much more meaning, so actually probably Frozen Synapse 2 will be a lot more interesting in single player than its predecessor. Anyway, we have deployed our troops, so now we can click these guys, and if we left or double click, we can give these guys waypoints. And we can basically put them wherever we want. Actually, we should press play and see where this guy's going. So he's just going down to that door. And we can kill this dude pretty easily. Now, Frozen Synapse has always been about 5-second intervals. However, something that I think is new to Frozen Synapse 2 is we can do a long turn. That means the 5-second rule is no longer applied. Instead, the turn will continue until every unit has reached the end of his plan, no matter how long it is. So that could be very interesting. So we might actually try that here. So yeah, let's move this guy around here. All of these windows should be closed. We just want this guy to be in that little area right there, and then this guy is going to move right there. And then we can have him look in these directions. So if you select this guy, we can select this waypoint, and now we have a little aim icon. We can drag that around, and you will see this little diamond form. And that is basically the direction the unit is going to be aiming at. And if you place this diamond directly on the place you expect an enemy to be, for example behind cover, you might even shoot him from behind the cover, even though technically the cover would provide him with a benefit that would probably allow him to kill you first. But with the diamond placed directly on top of the guy behind cover, there is a pretty good chance of killing him before he gets to shoot you. That's basically simply about being prepared. Right, so we can preview this plan. So that guy basically doesn't stand a single chance. So we will do the long turn by pressing this little button right here. So this will be the 5-second turn. If you press it, it becomes a full circle, and that means there is no time limit. So let's go ahead and prime this.
Primed.
And let's see what the enemy actually did. And that's another thing with Frozen Synapse 2. Normally speaking, you make your plan, the enemy makes their plan, and then both plans are played out at the same time. So by priming, we now give the game the go-ahead to basically play out both plans at the same time and see who made the better one and what is going to end up happening. Right, so actually pretty interesting, these guys, they keep shooting as they move. I think in Frozen Synapse 1, they didn't used to do that. Oh, holy shit. Okay, alright, so we survived. I would expect, you know, it's like, once you open the door, it's going to be like on the next turn, that's what they said. But with the long turns, that might not actually be true. So, that's actually very good to know. This area opened up as soon as we hit that little box right next to the door. I almost got my second character killed, but luckily the enemy on the inside behind that second door was looking the other way. Let's have a look. I am detecting a high intensity propagation geometric luminance interference signature. What the hell, man? A high intensity propagation geometric luminance interference signature. That's a really long description. Distributed orthogonal to the focus at 2840. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Sorry. Okay. I meant to say, oh, look at the shiny thing over there. It's a relic. You don't need to pick it up. Our soldiers will grab it after you've eliminated the Sonata units. So this is the guy. Either this is the relic or this guy is carrying the relic. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so we're on the next turn. We no longer want to use the long turns, I think. So let's switch back to the 5-second turns. Now, we have 3 enemy units remaining. One pistol guy over here, and this is the sort of range he should be pretty good at. We have one guy at a longer range right there. So I think what we want to do here is we want to move this guy inside, behind the cover. And actually, maybe he should hold here for a second. And what we can do here is we can click him here, we can have this little aiming diamond. We can actually drag that out to this location. Because these light blue things, we should be able to look over and shoot through. So if we preview this, let's have a look. Oh yeah, very nice. But however, we have another guy that's going to come around the corner at some point. We can actually make a plan for the enemy as well. So if you click this guy, we can move him around here, for example. So if you preview this guy's going to be dead, this guy is going to be moving. So this should be okay, but if he moves around to this side a little bit more, for example, we can actually delete that last waypoint. We can move him to cover right there. That might change things. Actually, we seem to be pretty good. But what we could do, for example, is we have this little aim icon, you know, for his initial entry. We can use this moment to actually, you know, we don't even have to do it on waypoint nodes. We can do it in between them as well. So as soon as we enter the door, at this point we probably killed that first pistol unit. So we could actually right-click on the plan right here, and we could say cancel aim. Now, as soon as we get to this node, we can click it. We can drag out this little aim box, and we can drag it over to this area. So by the time this guy gets here, we're probably focused in on him, and we should stand a pretty good chance of killing him. So again, previewing this. Ooh, yeah, you can see him speeding up a little bit as he cancelled his aim. His cancel aim seems to actually still be on this point for some reason. Interesting, let's he's targeting. Right. Alright. I think that works pretty well. This mission is obviously pretty easy. Meanwhile, we need to figure out what to do with this second guy. So we can go around the corner, and of course we will want to have this guy prepared. So we will just click where he is right now, we will add a little diamond. Now what if this guy runs into cover right there? Let's have a look. Yes, that would kill us, because he has cover and we were still not quite prepared. And of course also because the aim diamond was behind him and not where we suspected he would be. So if you place the aim diamond right there, that's still not quite enough. We were a little bit faster, but not fast enough. So actually, I think what we were going to want to do with this dude is we're going to delete all of his waypoints. We're going to cancel all of this, and we're going to make him step back a little bit. And he's going to be aiming at this door. So if you do that, we can actually move this guy aggressively around the left. And for example, what if he has an aim point at this location? Let's have a look. Now we would win. So that basically this is at the heart of Frozen Synapse, right? You make a plan, you predict what you think the enemy will do, and you adapt your own plan accordingly. And you try to make sure that you can win the situation in every little fight. So I think we stand a very, very good chance of winning this. And I will prime
System
this turn.
primed.
Outcome. Let's have a look. So that guy moves off to the side. Everybody's running in a panic. That is very cool and very interesting. And it does seem that the relic is not attached to any individual unit. It's just lying there in the back. Alright, so we still have this guy to deal with. And he apparently has his aim selected over into the side. Now actually, another thing that we could do is we could now drag his aim over to this location. And we could slice the pie, basically, around this door. Let's see what it does. Now he keeps an eye on this location. We can actually clear it out pretty easily. As for this guy, he should cancel his aim. Right. And we're going to run him up to the wall. And we're going to make him go around the corner, clear it from the back. And we will have a look around this location where he's behind cover. This guy might actually go ahead and look that way, right? In which point we will kill him before we even reach this area. But it's basically a pretty good dual entry. So let's go ahead and prime this unit, because I think we will do well, or like we will be able to win. Let's see, make sure to cancel blah blah blah. I didn't quite catch that. Let's have a look at the outcome. Alright, so, oh my god, he's running the other way. Oh, we got very lucky there, I think. I did not expect that. But that's exactly an idea of how Frozen Synapse might throw a wrench into your wheels. Alright, Metam. Good job, you've eliminated the threat. Any objects in areas you've unlocked will be automatically picked up. Nice one. Disconnecting now. Click on End Mission at the bottom to end the mission. Alright. This is pretty cool, man. And I also like the graphical style, like they went back to the visuals of the original Frozen Synapse. They also made another game called Frozen Synapse Prime, which was basically a remake of Frozen Synapse, but also for other platforms other than PC, I think. And they changed the graphics, and the graphics didn't go over well with everyone. I thought they were okay, but I do prefer this. It's a lot cleaner, you know exactly what you're looking at. I think it's just better overall. Anyway, let's end this mission. Oh, this is cool. Now you can see, you know, the building is now clear, the strike team is inside of it. Excellent work. We have captured some loot and now we need to get it back to base. The interface gives us a shortcut to send our squad home, but let's do it manually this time. Oh, really? If we click on these guys, I guess we could tell them to return home, or we could tell them to go somewhere else, maybe. Select our HQ. It should be visible on the map, and you can left-click on either the building itself or its label. Now click the Interact button on the selected object window. Interact, okay. Now click Send Squad here. Select Strike Team. Let's advance time so the squad can get back to the HQ. You've retrieved an item which can be installed at our HQ. You can see that an action token has appeared allowing you to do this. So this is the action token. All of these actions are available from the Interact menu. Install everything here. Would you like to activate this relic here? Yes. Once the relic has been installed in the base, it cannot be taken by another faction. The installation process takes a while though, so a relic can still be grabbed during this time. Interesting. So I think we are the only ones that are able to go after a relic at first, but the enemy can take it from us and they can bring it back to their own base, at which point they should probably try to install it themselves, at which point we could raid their base, I guess, to try and take it back. It's kind of like capture the flag. Right. Installing relics and completing contracts encourages companies to license their Fatform mercenaries to us. Oh, interesting. Click on the Merc Market button at the bottom right of the screen. I've highlighted it for you. Bottom right. Oh, alright, so it's at the bottom. Yeah, it's a pretty small button. Let's have a look. Select the mercenary you like the look of. Actually, how much money do we have? I don't really see it at the moment, but we have several options. We have a pistol and we have an SMG. Those are new, I think. Knives. Pistol, assault. Look at the price increase though. A flamethrower. But I think the assault rifle is the most common and most useful. Medium range and a medium time to kill. Yeah. Standard issue bullet-based vet form combat agents. Let's sign him. Let's add them to your strike team. The arrow button on the correct squad or the add a merc to squad button will put them where you need them to be. Well, we only have... Oh, we could actually put it in the base defense squad as well, but no, they're actually at full strength. Apparently... Oh, actually the two-man team is at full strength as well. I guess that's just down to nobody being injured. Maybe? Nobody being in recovery? Anyway, let's click that one. Now return to the main view by clicking the globe icon in the bottom right. I'm going to leave you on your own soon, you'll be glad to hear. If you want further help, I recommend activating help mode by clicking on the question mark at the bottom right. This will bring up some quick help for each of the screens you can access with the buttons down there. Try it now. You can deactivate it by just hitting the same button again to get rid of those annoying help windows. Convenient. Alright, so to close help, blah blah blah, remember help mode tips will appear for every screen available from the bottom right tab, so it is a good idea to set up your unit deployment within your bases and checkpoints. Oh, that's interesting. To do this, click Interact and then set up deployment here. To buy a new building, select a residential or corporate office building and click Interact. You must be on the map screen the globe icon to advance time. Your squads can regenerate at any base, not just your HQ. You receive the financial value from money bonds and relics as soon as your units pick them up. Store them in a base to avoid losing them. Oh, interesting. You can invest in a faction from the faction screen. Investing in factions improves your relationship with them. Okay. If a faction goes to war with you, you can end the conflict by offering them a treaty or by killing their faction leader. You can find the faction's leader at their HQ. If a faction is at war with you, they may attack your bases. Prepare your defenses. Okay. So we can click this again to get rid of it. Next. Finally, here's some quick things to remember. Click a building, then interact to do things. So if we click this corporate office, maybe we cannot do that yet because we're still in the tutorial. You can also click on squads and intersections to interact with them. For example, you could click on an intersection and then have your squad make a checkpoint there. This can be useful for guarding areas of the city, and some contracts will require you to do it. Oh, that's interesting. So, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's have a look. So, I guess what we could do is create a checkpoint at Omega and Tomio. And then basically any squad that wants to move along this road, or, you know, from here onto that road, will have to come through our checkpoint. We might be able to stop them from doing that. Interesting. If you need some extra cash, open the contract screen and take a look there. You also might be able to get extra work by calling up a faction leader from the faction screen. At some point you'll want to take a new base. You'll need to find a residential or corporate office building, click interact and then purchase it. You can also seize the building certificate from another faction's base and then deploy it in a building to gain control of it. That's a bit risky though. Interesting. So we can buy either a residential or corporate office building, or we may seize a building certificate from another faction's base and then deploy it in a building to gain control of it. I'm assuming deploying it in a building means deploying it in a building that belongs to that faction. Otherwise they probably will not have the building certificate for it. But I'm not sure. Alright. When you have a squad stationed somewhere, if you interact with that location and choose set up deployment here, you can get your forces ready for any attacks. You should consider doing that for your HQ when you finish this tutorial. That's it, I'm finally done now. Your priority is the incursions. Get to them as fast as you can, or the districts will cut your funding. Aside from that, you have to keep us in business by doing contract work. Oh, and you'll need to stop the factions from getting out of control. Should be fine. Yes. If you run out of inspiration, just slam the fast forward button down there and wait for the next incursion. I have faith in you, technically speaking. Oh my god. Alright, so we're out in the deep water now. Alright, so I guess we can click this building and we can interact, because they did suggest that we should set up the deployment here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I like this loading screen, like the transition into a building looks really cool. Mission information. You are now setting up deployment for this location. You may drag units around and set patrol routes for them by making waypoints in your usual way. When enemies arrive at this location, your units will follow these patrol routes until the enemy is spotted, at which time they will return to your direct control. That is really cool! So we can make a really complicated patrol path, for example. Basically, you know, have this guy move around, take an aim at doors, openings, windows and stuff like that. Maybe we can even drag these guys around. Yes, we can. Excellent. Oh, that is so cool. And then, basically, if an enemy decides to attack this building, we cannot do anything at first. The enemy will get the first move. So they can basically ambush us the way we can ambush them. So we want to make a plan here that would prevent their ambush from being effective as much as we can. That is so cool. I really, really like that. That is so cool. Alright, if this is a location where items may be stored, use the Set Item Storage button on the left to select a location for this. Right. Wait. Button on the left. Set item storage. It's actually on the right. Your units are initially in randomized positions. Drag the map around to find them. Ah, and that's it. I guess Nimster was actually correct. Bureau 8 is at 5 Archway, I guess. Cool. Set item storage. Left click where you would like your item storage to be. Wow, where do we want it to be actually? I don't know where the enemy might start. Anywhere, I guess. So we would need to be in a defensible location that is not too easily accessible. Or that is easy to cover. No, I guess this could be a good location. No, actually there's a lot of entrances in here. But then there's a lot of entrances into most places. So, I don't know, man. Look at that. We have some more guys over here. Oh, I like this. Alright, so we're not going to do anything too crazy. I think we're going to get this pistol dude over here. And he's going to start by the relic. He's going to move this way, that way, over here, over there, and then back this way. Basically going in a patrol around the building. Right, so it all came back to me now. Nice to see the gameplay and UI are still more or less the same. Like Frozen Synapse 1, but better in every way. And the music too, of course. Yeah, the music is actually really good. I don't like electronic music. I really don't, but I love the soundtrack for Frozen Synapse. And this, so far, has been really good as well. As for the UI, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Even like the loading screen, it's almost like... I thought, am I booting up Frozen Synapse 1? It's like almost the exact same intro and setup and everything. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, alright, so basically this guy is going to have a look over here. I guess we could set his aim. Actually, that's not where we want to do it. Oh, so we click this first, right? And then we do this. We cancel aim. Actually, that's not where we want. We want to cancel aim right there. Ah, and now we need to click here. Basically like this a little bit. This might be a little bit too much. Right, we will click here, cancel aim, and then basically we're going around the room. So, this is interesting too, because he's not actually having his gun out. That is very, very interesting. Yeah. And this might not be the best plan. This might actually screw us over in the long run, but hey. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys. Wait, did I already move this guy? No. No, actually, okay, we didn't select him properly. Alright, so I guess what we could do here is we will get these guys to move through here. This guy is going to go here. And then go right there, I guess. So as soon as this guy looks away, it's now being covered by the pistol guy. Right? Now this guy's looking over here, this guy's going to be looking up that way pretty soon. This guy's going to kind of take over. Yeah. Basically, you know, we want this, these buildings to be covered by guys that should be better at close ranges. And I actually kind of want my HQ to be attacked now, so we can just have a look how this actually would work out in the game itself. So that probably means we would also immediately lose the game. Alright, so basically this guy is going to go right there. I think, you know, at this point we really want to cover as much terrain as we possibly can. So this guy is going to look over here, that way, that way. That guy is going to be moving in the opposite direction, basically kind of covering his back. Kind of like that. And then for this guy, finally, in the end... oh... Maybe if you move him over here, this will cancel a lot of deployment zones. right? That could be cool. Now we will move them out here, take cover in case the enemy spawns over here. Yeah. So I think at this point everybody has a plan. And now as soon as the enemy attacks this place, we won't be able to change this until one of our units makes contact with the enemy. That is so cool. I really like that. So let's press finished. Alright. Now then, so this is the map view. We have services. Current contract, burnouts bullets, operational, vehicle fuel, satellite services, fat form biomass. I don't know what this does yet. It's all operational. I guess this is stuff we could buy, or we have a contract to do some stuff, and this is a reward. Actually, we can change all of this, so... I don't know what this does. Are these like storekeepers providing us with ammunition and vehicle fuel and stuff like that? That could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then we have factions. So we are Bureau 8. We have Forgiven Geometry, neutral. Breitling University, neutral. Safeguard, neutral. Basically everybody is neutral, it seems. Yeah. Though I highly doubt that it's going to last so very long. Nobody has relics except maybe for us. We have a 1-star rating, whereas most people have a pretty high rating, except for these guys at the bottom there. Especially parcel tossers. That sounds like the postal service. What is this? Faction info. This is Bureau 8. Faction biography. Military strength. Infrastructure. Yeah, the music is cool. Yeah, it really is. Economy. Oh, yeah, we have an economy tab as well. Total income, total expenditure. So we're making even. We have disposable income of $2,560. Income from district payments. Faction payments, MGMC. I have no idea what most of this stuff is yet, like MGMC, I'm not sure what that is. Factions speak for themselves, and districts are basically like the governments inside of each district, I guess, and they are separate from the factions, maybe. And diplomacy, this faction is neutral with all other factions. So this is basically a complete overview of our own faction. I see. Economy, we just pressed that, never mind. We have squads, we have base defense squad, strike team. We have available mercs that we could buy. We only have 2,560 though, so we cannot actually buy anyone. Contracts. Would you like to have more contract opportunities? Call up a faction and talk to them about possible work for hire. But these are the contracts that we can take, I guess. So, let's have a look. We can earn some money. This is a lot. But then I guess we would have to fight a lot of battles as well, considering like a lot of people might be able to, might want to come through the checkpoint. Delivering items seems pretty safe though. So let's see, a delivery job is available, offered by parcel tossers. Payout is 9,000. Pickup location 58 Yasuo. Target item 58 Yasuo. Okay. Please send a squad to this location to pick up the item. Alright, so this is where... Let's send a squad. We will send the strike team. The strike team has arrived at HQ. That is old news. Our engineers are attempting to activate the relic. This will take some time. Okay. Now then, let's press play. Our squad is moving through the city. Oh, this looks so cool. I like this. Blue strike team is about to arrive at DIA Bank and requires orders. For contract pickup, we can attack, we can loiter, we can retreat or net Geert Forrester. No, we're here. I'm not sure who Gert Forrester is, but I guess he is in charge of the bank, considering this little icon here. We have, you know, this icon is the same as the DIA Bank, so I guess this is the manager. But we are doing a quest, so we're going to do the pickup. Now take it to this destination. 314 Davis. Okay, send squad. Operation. Ah, so now we can actually also see if we press this, strike team operation targets. So this is where they're going to go now. We have launched an operation to HQ. Now this is old news, I guess. Let's press play. And there we go. Now what is this? New mercenaries have expressed an interest in signing with our faction. Let's have a look. Now right now we don't have the money, just as before, but we at least have more choices. Let's press play. Now at some point other factions will send out their squads as well. We can encounter them, run into them, we can have fights in the street if we are at war with them, and so on. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I have a call coming through. Details. No further word on the significance of the relics, I'm afraid. The analytical team is struggling. We may well need to secure some external assistance. There's still no clue as to Sonata's origin or intentions. I came to Markov about 10 years before the realization, when the corporations were just starting to make real moves. I resigned my commission after IceFax and my family settled here. I needed to move back to the Republic. Couldn't face another tour of duty out there, I'm sure you can understand. Things were certainly less than perfect, but the administration was trying to put it all together. Everyone was starting to figure out where to fit. Ennio Nomad kept things under control, and the shape was a revelation. It was embedded across the entire city. You could walk from Cortica to Denshin and stay entirely immersed. Then they discovered Charon's palm somewhere out there in the depths of the network. They allowed it to connect to everything. At first it was a huge improvement. It helped to bring people together, keep the city functioning on a systemic level. Then, I never found out exactly what it was. It started to become self-destructive. It was giving tactical assistance to violent insurgent groups, fighting against itself. I've never seen such devastation. Yeah, I played the original Frozen Synapse, the campaign a little bit, but the story, man, it was way over my head. I just did not get it. The story, it was, you know, I don't know, the presentation or like there's too many terms and names and stuff that had no meaning were thrown at you right from the very start. It was kind of hard to keep following what's exactly going on. But now that we have our own agency in the world, I think it will be a lot easier to follow what's going on exactly, even though the background story behind everything might still be a little bit weird. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. We have arrived. It's about to arrive. Give orders. For contract to drop off. We have completed the contract, deliver item for partial tosses, and have been paid $9,000. Excellent. Where do we actually see... available funds, top right, okay. Cool. Return the squad to HQ, yes, I think that would be a good idea. But so far, I have not actually seen any other squads moving throughout the world. It's actually very interesting. Also, we can speed up time. Let's go ahead and do that, because nothing interesting is happening. Strike team has arrived at HQ. Alright, so... again, nothing is really happening. There's a +10, I'm not sure what that is exactly. But we could afford another mercenary, maybe. A knife guy. Huh, no. 42,000 for another assault. Now, actually, I think we're going to save what money we have. We might even take on another contract. Contracts, right there, okay. Eradicate a raider force. Oh, that is interesting, because I kind of want to get back into the combat stuff. Markov Guy's Municipal Council. It doesn't pay much. Patrol this building. Well, we could patrol a building, but that means we would have to buy an entire new fire team. Or either use the fire team we have patrolling our own base. We're not going to remove that one. Hell no. And we're not going to use our only strike team to do it. It would pay a lot of money, but, you know, for 42,000 we could buy one assault trooper. So this would buy for one new guy, and then maybe a pistol dude. I'm not okay with that. So we're going to keep saving money. I don't want to use this checkpoint either. I think we're simply going to try to eradicate the raider force in standard housing. Let's accept that contract. Let's send the strike team. Let's press play. Let's get this show on the road. Let's fast forward a little bit. Huh. Call from Hope Ridge. I have Eldon Kellerman from Hope Ridge on the line for you. Answer. Ah, this is another faction. Director, I have just learned that Guest are deploying a shape virus here in Hope Ridge. Many of our residents are strongly against this, so I would appreciate you taking care of the matter for me. Oh, another quest. Alright, so let's agree. I'm pleased to hear it, Director. I cannot do that right now, I guess. Or maybe... because this doesn't pay for much. Attempting to deploy a shape virus in Hope Ridge. And this doesn't actually tell me how much we are being paid, but let's see, we have Gas HQ and a hacker team. You know what, let's go ahead and do this first. Let's keep going where we were going, and then we will try to... Alright, is about to encounter Raider squad at standard housing and requires orders. For contract, let's attack. That still is so cool. Alright, let's have a look. We have pistol guys. What is this? A grenade trooper. Oh ho ho. And what is this? It's not immediately apparent. It looks like a mine? Maybe? Alright, so these guys... oh, actually, let's... yeah, close. Apparently, these guys cannot be predicted, because I'm sure they will move, but for some reason we cannot see yet. So maybe these guys are going to run in. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this shouldn't be too hard, maybe? So if these guys are going to come running through the window, I still have no idea what this guy does. Let's check it out. Let's give him an attack move. Right, so we've placed a mine. So if we do this and then move him, for example, right there, he places a mine. And that's it. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do is, well, this guy can basically only come through this door or through that door, or he can move to cover. What we want to do, I think what he's going to do is he's going to come through that door. So we're going to put an aim diamond there. And we're going to put my guy behind cover. Now, this might open us up for an attack from the rear, from this side. We can actually check that. We might survive that. Actually, we will survive that, but it's not what I want. I want to be a little bit more... yeah. I don't want that. I'm not okay with that. So what we're going to do is we are going to give this guy a waypoint, or actually let's move it into this corner so we can cover that entrance as well. We will aim in this general direction. We will select this. We will wait here for a while. So let's add a waypoint so we can zoom in on this and we can actually wait. What does this do? We should be able to drag this out like so. Yeah, he will wait right there for, let's say, 3 seconds. And then we will send him outside. Look, right there. He's going to cancel his aim. And right here, he's going to aim way down here. So if this knife guy decides to come running over and head in this direction, let's have a look. These guys are extremely fast. Ho ho ho. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, so this guy should be able to hold his own. We can use this guy to back us up as well. We can actually move him right there. Cover this door. He will have cover or line of sight. I think this will be okay for our first... Actually, I don't know what this guy does. Let's have a look. Alright, so this is a pretty big radius, but this looks like a flashbang or a smoke grenade. Let's have a look. That looks smoky. Yeah, so this is a smoke grenade. Oh, that's very interesting. This might... Okay, let's have a look. Let's prime. Let's see what the enemy is doing. We have to survive the next 5 seconds. Alright, so we have a mine at the door. Kind of like expected. This guy is trying to shoot the mine guy. Right, and we could get him if he doesn't move too much. This guy doesn't really do much, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this guy around here, but he's going to keep moving sideways. I wonder, because this diamond is very specific. Could we just... like, it's a general area, I guess, but with a specific focus on that point. So he's just going to keep moving sideways, and this should allow for him to take out these guys at range. I think that will be okay. This guy is going to keep covering the door for now. Meanwhile though, this dude is going to move around here, and he's going to move forward, and he's going to have an aim point around this area. So basically they're going to keep moving sideways. At some point this guy might be able to see the pistol guy. If the pistol guy decides to move, let's have a look what will happen. He will die. Excellent. Now then, this guy seems fairly harmless, but we do not want to go through that door. And I kind of don't want to send this machine gun dude through the door into this direction, because he might get shot by the pistol dude. But what we might be able to do is actually we can move him right there. And from here we can have a look in this general area. So I don't know what this guy is going to do, but we are not going to move through the door. We're just going to be standing at the window. I think this will be okay.
Primed.
Let's prime and let's see what happens. Outcome.
Hostile neutralized.
He blew himself up. What the hell? Oh my god. The knife guy. Okay, so we killed the machine gun dude. The knife guy came from the rear. Oh, that is awkward. Alright, so we need to change priorities here. And we're going to keep moving back. Once he is here, we will cancel aim. And once he is there, we will re-establish aim. Now this guy is going to keep moving forward, close to the wall. His initial aim point will be in this direction. As for this guy, he will keep moving over here. And his aim point will be, I guess, around that area right there. This does make him slow. Ah, wait a second, he had a target somewhere. Oh, look. He was shooting at him from over here. Ah!
Hostile neutralized.
Right. Oh, so this is the last turn.
Hostile neutralized.
We can cancel this actually. You saw him around here, right? So... oh, we can see it actually. Actually, let's do it like that.
System
That's prime.
primed.
Outcome. Oh, he's coming back out, or he's capturing, or he's looking at that. Oh my god. Oh, that is awkward. Alright. Cancel aim. Run inside. Look in this direction. This guy needs to aim in that direction straight away. So, what if this guy comes running in through that area? He will die.
System
primed. That's prime. This shouldn't be the most difficult mission because it's very cheap. Like in terms of in terms of payment. Oh my god! Shoot him!
Are victorious.
Whew! Let's have a look at that one more time. That was so close. Look at that. He didn't quite predict where we were going to be. Oh god. But hey, we did it. Let's end the mission. Enemy unit killed in action. Quite a few. We have completed the contract Eradicate Raider Force for Markovka's Municipal Council and have been paid. New mercenaries are available. Again, we don't have that much money. We could send a squad to home base. But we don't want to do that. I think what we want to do here is... Let's have a look. Right, so we have these guys. Do we have to go back every time before we send them out again? So I thought we could just send these guys... Ah, no. Never mind. We can... Right, we can select something here. So, hacker team. Contract target for this... Yeah, okay. So we will select these guys. Intercept hacker team. Strike team. Alright, there we go. I don't know how many people are in the hacker team. But let's give this a go and see how we end up. Let's fast forward. Oh, we have this little group of stuff. Incursion. Active incursion here. Actually, never mind. We are going to the incursion. Let's have a look. I have a call coming through. We've detected a Sonata presence at this library. Our suspicion is that it's going after another similar relic. The population are extremely wary. Just the suggestion of any rogue activity from a complex shapeform is enough to create concern. Tell me about it. Alright, we will ignore these guys for now, because this is the priority. Let's interact with this. Let's send a squad here. Strike team. Alright, let's fast forward time. We need multiple squads, guys, because this is, yeah. What is this? Magreel. I have Virgil from Forgiven Geometry on the line for you. Answer. Virgil contacting Director Alex player. Initiate communication. That's how you think we talk, isn't it? Well, I've had enough of it, to be quite honest. No, don't worry. I'm just misbehaving a little. Luckily for you, I'm approaching your appointment with a certain optimism. I've seen the kind of person you are from your prior shape activity. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Do you like my friend, the companion Drobbit? What a beautiful creature he is. He's completely intangible, so don't worry if you can't perceive him. He says hello. He has an imaginary friend, guys. The Geometry's position on Sonata is that she is simply rather confused. We should resist her more expressive moments, but then try to establish a bit of dialogue. She may well be our only chance to revert the terrible shape erosion which threatens to destroy us all. Word is spreading about how you managed to get the job done for Markov Guy's Municipal Council recently. You're gaining a reputation as an efficient contractor. I do so hope we shall have the opportunity to conduct a discourse again in the very near future. Alright. Let's continue. We are almost there. What is this icon? Magreel Station. Oh! I guess that is like... You failed to stop the activity? Oh, that's for the hacker. Guests have completed their deployment of a shape virus. Hope Ridge has decreased their funding to Bureau 8 by... Wow, that's a lot of money. Oh, crap. So only take the contracts we know we can do, I guess. Anyway, we are almost there. Let's give orders. Let's attack. Looks like a small map. And a fairly open one, too. The Sonata units are already inside the building and there's more on the way. We'll do our best, Alex. We'll do our best. Alex, we may not be able to save these civilians, but we should aim to take out every last Sonata unit. Remember, if you test your plan, you'll be able to see my predicted movements for any Sonata units which are not currently aware of your presence. Groovy. Oh, maybe it's only for the Sonata units that we can actually predict their movement for. You can deploy your units around the edge of the lot in this mission. That means you can put them on the roads and pavements outside the perimeter wall where the enemies are. Try to see if you can get the jump on them. Alright, so we can basically be everywhere around outside, and we can be on the street. Now we only have 2 entrances. Let's have a look. We have an SMG guy in the back here. Actually, let's predict their movement. So this guy's going to stay put, this guy is going to keep moving. And these guys are going after the civilians hard. Oh my god. Right, so he's running away. This guy's standing, this guy's moving this way as well. These should be fairly low range. And what is the machine gun guy doing? The machine gun guy is staying put. Well then, we can certainly put that to use. Let's have a look. We'll put one assault trooper right there. We'll put one right there. Right, and this other guy is running this way as well, so I think at this point we could use both of these right there. Let's have a look. This guy is going to move in. Basically, they're both going to move in. And this guy is going to move in over here. Now, when he reaches this point, we will aim at this guy. Alright, so that looks pretty decent. We cannot see this guy quite yet, but if he sticks around in that area, we will be able to. And this guy, I don't know what he is. He looks like a shotgun guy. Right? Yeah, I think so. So he should be very good at close range. Yeah, that looks like a shotgun effect to me. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. Right, so that's a 5-second turn. Let's prime this. We should be able to take out at least 2 of the enemy fat forms. This guy was firing at our dudes, but they got into cover just in time. We took him out. We took out this guy right there in the very last second. He's dead. Now we have 2 guys in here. Most of the civilians are dead. We have a relic in this location. Sonata, before her time, a planning agent overcoming an obstacle. In search of a goal, she heard the call. The grief of the city, ripped to oblivion. Any analysis, Balakwa? Sounds like black metal lyrics. I can't get an origin fix on it, if that's what you're asking. Interesting, okay. So, now we have to deal with these 2 guys in the back. Now, the interesting thing is, they actually only have a single entry point, and that is this door right here. Ah, they have an exit right there. So we have 2 entrances. We have one in the back, we have one over here. This one, we are in a good location to actually do something about. We can run over here. Actually, I would prefer to run over here in the back, and then we will put a focus diamond. For some reason, we can't quite do it right there. I don't know why. But that general area. Now, I'm kind of worried that if they run over here and they look in that direction, well, they can't quite see me. But he cannot shoot me from the window. Maybe if he moves down a little bit, that puts him closer, but it should also basically block his line of sight more. Yeah. Alright. So, let's move these guys around the side there. And from here, we just start looking at the door until he reaches this side. And that should basically be about 5 seconds, I guess. Pretty much. Getting close. Alright, as for this guy, let's have him take position at the window. Let's have him take a look at this location in case the enemy wants to try to get through it. Right, so we have 2 guys covering large parts of the facility. And this guy's moving around. We could flank this guy from pretty far away. I guess this guy has to be pretty close to be effective.
System
I think we'll do well. Let's prime. Outcome. So we're running. Okay, so this guy is moving that way. We should be able to take him out, I think, but let's have a look. If he runs this way, what will happen? He will die. Quite horribly. Alright. This guy will continue looking at the door. Meanwhile, though, this guy will have a look at the window. And from here, I guess he will move to the window, and from there he should have a look in this direction. I think
System
that will work well. Let's press play, or prime. and have a look at the out. Okay, he's running, he's running.
Hostile. Hostile.
We killed him, we killed him. Oh, very nice. That predicting behavior is very good, very useful. This level of aggression from Sonata is unprecedented. We'll submit our data for tactical analysis and I'll reconvene with you shortly. Alright. Multiple people killed, we lost no one, we gained a relic and we gained 10,000 bucks, I guess. Or maybe we still have to bring that back to HQ, I guess. There is absolutely no explanation for this death toll. Sonata could easily have acquired the relic without causing this level of damage. It seems totally irrational. I'm getting frantic calls from all over the city. Districts are in uproar. We desperately need some assistance. Balakwa, Pachin, Chancellor Lane, Malhotra from Breitling. Despite our recent altercations, I'm willing to compromise and provide some support to this project. We respectfully ask that you curb some of Alex's more cavalier behavior when it comes to city management, however. I apologize, Chancellor. I will be sure to discuss it with them. The university would perhaps be better equipped to help had the council not slashed our funding over the last 2 years. Yes, I understand that this is less than ideal, but we could be facing a serious threat to the entire city. I thought that the entire city was supposed to be your domain. We were compelled to militarize during the rise and realization to protect ourselves. Things don't seem to have changed. Look, this is boring. You do research, right? Want to research the most annoying shapeform we've seen since my 1.0 version? All you have to do is help us to stop it. You can keep any other data you gather. Balakwa. Well, if those are serious terms, then we could be interested. It doesn't appear that we're able to gain any further insight from the relics at this point. We know that they can accelerate computational systems and their monetary value is demonstrable, but beyond that, their connection to Sonata is largely opaque. If you're able to capture a Sonata unit, we may be able to extract some information from it by analyzing its shape connection. Alright. I have Malcolm Swain from New Cortica on the line for you. Oh my god, so many people to talk to, my voice is giving out. I am really rather perturbed by your lack of punctuality, Director. Oh, I see. That was another mission we were supposed to be doing, and we cancelled 2 missions to respond to the incursion. Strike team needs orders. Let's send him to the home base. Right. Guests are taking over new property in Hope Ridge. Corporate spawn. Oh, this is another... I see. Let's have a look. Factions. XT Media. Guest. They're pretty high up on the ranking too. Crap. Alright, so they bought a second new property. One that is pretty close. Now, I'm not entirely sure what use buying a second HQ is going to give us. I think at this point I would prefer to have another strike team over another HQ or another building for us to utilize, but I don't know. Could be interesting. We have some people close by as well. Alright, so would you like to activate this relic here? Yes. Would you like to store the standard 10k bond here? Yes. Let's have a look at the available funds once we store it. Right, so it takes some time apparently. Strike team has arrived. Our engineers are attempting to activate the relic. Excellent. Let's have a look actually. We can do another contract because I don't think we... yeah, this is failed. Disrupt faction activity. Eradicate a raider force, 5,000 bucks. Deliver item, parcel tossers. Oh, this didn't do much for us last time. I think we want to do some more combat, right? Let's eradicate another raider force. Accept this contract. Send a squad. Strike team. Now they don't seem to be getting any experience, which is just as well. I don't mind that at all. Forgiven Geometry is attempting to exert shape control. Squad requires orders. is about... Oh, they actually made it. I thought they were still on the street, but no. Let's give orders. Attack. I like this as well, man. This is so cool. Actually, this building we've done before, right? I think. The raider forces have decided to show themselves. It's only one. No, actually, it's not one. It's actually, never mind. We have some more people up here. We have a guy with a shield, I think. Very interesting. Alright, what we can do is pretty easy, I think. This guy we should be able to take out no problem. I think he's going to move. He might move outside, but... Wow, it takes him a while to track his target. So if he runs over here, what will happen? Oh, okay, so we were there first. We got a better chance to shoot, so that's fine. I think another thing that we want to do is this guy is going to run over here. And he's going to cover this area. Actually, this is not the best location, probably, because we've got this pillar in the way, maybe. Now we have the third guy. And these guys might actually come around the left-hand side as well, so we might not want him to start over in this direction. We can actually drag him out. Right? I think we should be able to. Oh, apparently not. Interesting. Alright, so let's have him run out. Alright, so that was a window. I thought it was a door from that angle, but it's not. Alright, let's have him run out over there, I guess. His first turn shouldn't be terribly exciting, so let's have him primed. And let's see what happens. So he's moving. That guy's dead. Got some more people moving out. This guy didn't get very far at all. Now we have an interesting thing. We have a shield guy. And I think he's crouching, so we should not actually be able to shoot him anymore. But once he gets up, we should be able to shoot him again. Except I don't think this guy actually has a weapon. I think he's harmless. So we want to ignore this guy for now, actually. So if we click on him and right-click, we could say ignore unaware enemies. Oh, that's interesting. Ignore zone. Focus on zone. Let's have a look. Let's click him, then right-click him, and now we can ignore this enemy. That means he will focus on the other two guys. Right, and this guy will keep moving. He should be in our line of sight. Like this, our line of sight runs over this way, I guess. Yeah, it runs quite far. So once he moves into view, it should be a little bit better for us. I'm not sure what this guy's going to do. He might run over here. He might even make it, and then he might try to use this area right there. So I think what we want to do with him is we want to cancel his aim. And then we will run inside, take cover behind this pillar, I guess, and then we will aim at the door. Meanwhile, this guy is still moving over there trying to be useful. He's not going to make it.
System primed.
That's prime. How's come? Oh, he moved out of the way. Now we're shooting him. He was targeting. Nothing much is happening. Alright, so this guy is actually... Or this guy actually is going to come in through the door. Alright, this guy takes a long time to actually start shooting. Now this guy, I think, like I said, is going to come through the door. Oh, that is so close. Alright, actually now this guy's moving here, and then he's actually watching that area. Maybe it's a little bit too close. Maybe we need some more time. So maybe if we click him, and we click this, move it a little bit further inside, that will be okay. Now this guy is still ignored, I guess. Or maybe we have to add it again, I don't know. These guys, they need to get very close to be effective. Meanwhile though, this guy, he still isn't useful. That's crazy.
System
We can't do much,
prime.
so let's prime. Oh. Oh, they're closing in. That's a little bit scary. Now this guy is behind cover now. This guy will now shoot him, I think. Yep, okay. So if we click him, we cancel his aim. He will see him through his peripheral vision. Now, maybe actually we can right click this guy. We can say focus on enemy. And then we should probably try to move over here and help out. Because this guy might get overwhelmed. Now, meanwhile, this guy should stay here. And he should also focus on that enemy. And then he will have to move up. And then aim in this general area. Right, so and if this guy then tries to move over here aggressively, he's pretty fast. But he's not going to make it, because it's too far away.
System primed.
That's prime. Outcome. He's actually moving away. And he's not shooting. My guy isn't shooting either, however, for some reason. I don't know why. And these guys are moving back inside. Come on. Right. Is this guy going to shoot now? Maybe? Doesn't seem like it. No. Alright, so let's move this guy over here. We can look over in that direction. Oh, he's crouched. That is why we're not shooting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was wondering. Right, so this guy's crouched, so we cannot see him. This guy's crouched, so they're actually staying out of sight pretty well. Huh. Alright, so this guy, I think he's holding a pretty good location, but we might want to move him up just a little bit. Actually, from here you cannot see the door. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I'm not liking that. Let's have him move over here, but he will keep an eye on this location as he does so. Right, and then this guy, he's going to move over here, also be looking in that direction. This guy, he's already got a plan.
System primed.
So let's prime. He's running. Come on. Ah, oh, damn it. Ooh, this is interesting. Alright, so he's going to be outnumbered. We've got two guys gunning for him. Oh my god. Oh, we can lose someone here. Interesting. Maybe if we move him back. No, that's going to kill him still. Alright, so... And actually, we should look over in this direction anyway. Alright, so we will kill him, and then the other guy is going to come running in. This guy needs to cancel aim and then start running in this direction as well. Right.
System primed.
Oh, this is interesting. Outcome.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, really, guys?
Hostile neutralized.
Oh! We killed him just in time. Look at all those bullets flying around. That's crazy. Let's have a look at turn 6.
Hostile neutralized. Hostile neutralized.
Alright, where's the other guy? Oh, we shot the other guy first, I guess. Oh, let's have a look at that.
Hostile.
Yeah, we shot that guy first, and then we had to reacquire this guy.
Hostile Hostile.
And we killed him.
Neutralized.
And this guy is going to be interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to cancel aim, run over here, and from here we will actually aim over in this direction. We will kill this guy, because we're in cover, he is not, and he was moving. But we will still try to get him from the rear anyway. And all we have left to do is kill this guy up there.
System primed.
And luckily there is no turn limit. So let's have a look at this.
Hostile.
Yeah, he's dead.
Neutralized.
And now all that's left is the enemy shield unit. Alright, cancel aim. Cancel aim. And we will cancel aim on him. Right.
System primed.
Like I said, I think the shield is harmless. I don't think he comes with a pistol. So actually he's coming in. Oh, look, and then he deploys his shield. And then we can't hit him from that side. Ah, that is cool. Alright, so he's right there. I think he's in the act of deploying the shield. Alright, so this guy is going to continue moving, but from here he will actually focus on this guy. This guy will focus on him as well, but we're going to delete this waypoint, and he's going to move around this side. This guy is going to come from here and look in that direction. Actually, we don't even shoot at the shield, but he's going to be outnumbered from every direction, basically.
System
He
primed.
should not stand a chance. The scope rifle unit behaves in a similar way to the assault rifle, but with a longer range. It moves at the same speed. Oh, interesting. I did not even know that was an option in this game.
You are victorious.
Wow, we didn't even need to start flanking him. It was just like he didn't even put the shield down in time. He caught a bullet straight into the stomach. Alright, let's end this mission right here. Enemy units are killed. We have some more money. We now have 58,000. Markov Geist has increased their funding to Bureau by 5,000. New mercenaries have expressed an interest. We can actually have a look at that. Let's have a look at the mercenaries. We have a riot shield, 26,000, 45,000 for the Telexmas sniper. Oh, I'm tempted. Let's take him. Let's sign the mercenary. Let's add him to the strike team. As for you guys, let's send them back to the home base, because we're pretty close. I have a call coming through. Details. Even more talking. Guys, my throat is hurting right now. I'm going to grab a quick drink. I'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, I'm back. So, the ship got pretty bashed up 7 years ago when the realization happened. It's funny, you lot ended up relying on it more than the physical infrastructure. Of course, that got blown up in the fighting as well, so everything was pretty much just a huge mess. The old Shapeform Council decided to tool up some fat forms and form forgiven geometry. They wanted a hefty presence in the reel to make you all sit up and take notice of the damage. We worked to make sure every last trace of Charon was eliminated, but they're still worried about a total shape collapse after all the incremental shape erosion you've caused through the years. Personally, I don't know what's going to happen and I don't massively care. You're here, we are here, and there's not much I can do about it. Alright. Safeguard has completed its threat investigation in the Novice. Alright. And now we actually have some squads moving around. That's interesting, isn't it? Now we could actually... what's this? Fabricator Tech? Building Defense Squad. 325 Construct. Okay, so that's the road. District the Novice. Call Richard Howe. So we can call him. I'm Richard Howe, Foreman of Fabulous. Manufacturing is what's going to save the city, give Markov a real identity again. If people are buying products made here, then that will put us on the map. If you keep us safe, we'll help the city get back on its feet. Fabulous is a great setup. We're a democracy and the workers share the decision-making responsibility. You should come and visit one of our plants sometime. What can I do for you? I don't think this is a faction. I think this is like a neutral group. Alright, so diplomatic status. Our current relationship with Fabulous is neutral. A treaty or above will mean that they do not attack us for relics or during contract missions. Consider asking for a truce initially when at the war. Okay. Contracts. Unfortunately, they don't have any contracts. Demands. What would you like to request? Investment? No, we don't need that. And we could ask for gossip as well, but I don't think we need to. Alright, let's see if we can do another quick mission. Eradicate raider forces. Another one. Yeah. I like these combat missions, so we're going to do that. Let's accept it. This one is also relatively close. Let's send a squad. Let's fast forward time. Where are we now? Oh, wait, let's hold on. The strike team is still here. Transformer station. Interact. Intercept raider squad with the strike team. Okay, so now we're on the way. Right? Yes. Another guest call. So many calls. Alex, I'm Brianna Bartleby. Garrett Forrester once called me the greatest threat to modern Markov. I've always been pretty pleased with that. Look, you're going to have a lot of influence here, so I'll just get to the point. Please don't just let them bring back the old pre-realization nonsense. We don't need more banks and barracks and bollocks. We need to actually build a city which is useful to the people who live here. I can get behind that. No more banks. I don't just mean physically. We've got to open lines of communication. Let's use these relics to set up a free and open shape network. No shape sack, no oversight. Just let people talk to each other again. I know you'll see sense. Goodbye. Alright. I kind of like that. Alright, let's give orders. Attack. And I keep loving this little zoom in feature. Because you can see like it's a small building, and so that means it's a small map. And the inside of this is always randomly generated. And I actually, originally I think the entire city was going to be randomly generated, but I don't see any mention of that anymore on the Steam or on the Steam page. So that might have been taken out. It may be coming in the future. I don't know. I haven't actually paid enough attention to be sure. But yeah. Alright, we have our sniper. Wait. We cannot get from there to there, I guess. Maybe if we have a waypoint over here, we can kind of drag it out. Nope. Doesn't want to let us. That is fine. We have 2 shotgun guys. Let's move the sniper over here. I guess we'll look in this direction. Yeah, you can see like this is in the way, so we cannot quite get a clean shot, but this is okay, it will have to do. This mission should be pretty easy, I think. Right, so everybody's taking cover, finding walls, sectors. Well, they can only get from come at us from a few different locations, so it should be relatively easy. Though of course AI might always do some random stuff. Alright, so this guy's coming around the left. We have some of these areas to take care of. Alright, so we are going to look at this direction. This guy is going to look at that direction and then move sideways. I don't think we have to worry about this guy too much, so we're going to move along this area. Oh. Right, okay, I know what we're doing now. Okay. It's a little bit weird, but hey. Okay, so let's put a diamond there. Sniper. His view is actually really wide as well. It's kind of interesting. Right, so let's have a look at that window. Yeah, this will be okay.
System primed.
Not too hard. Let's have a look at the outcome.
Hostile neutralized.
Wow. That is some weird decision making, dude. Look at that. We will keep moving in this direction. This guy will look over here. Or I guess he can look further into the room, because this guy might move there. And we will keep moving in this direction as well, and from here we will look at that. Right. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, yeah. We might even finish the turn, or the mission in this turn. Let's have a look. Actually quite pleased as well with the really quick calculations, because Frozen Synapse 1 sometimes took a while. And it could be quite hard. Not hard, but it was kind of annoying having to wait for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds or something for the game to calculate what the AI was going to do. And so, yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the speed of the resolution of our plans. I think that's really, really good.
System primed.
And, right, he's going to move here and have a look at that. Or I guess from here. This guy is going to keep moving.
System.
The AI is really boxed in. They really cannot do much. And the load times are actually so fast I cannot even read the tooltips.
Hostile neutralized.
Yeah, so he's dead.
You are victorious.
And now they're both dead. Look at this though, we have 3 mines. Like a player would have used that so much differently. But hey, I'm not complaining, we earned some money. Strike team needs orders. What will we do? Let's send them home first. Right. I have a call coming through. Because of course we do. Oh, Sonata has made an incursion into Silver Arbor. I guess that's why. We have tracked a Sonata squad to this location. There may be an opportunity to capture a unit so that we can take it to Brighton University for analysis. Excellent. Strike team. Ho. Let's move out. Let's interact with this. Send squad here. Strike team. Yeah, okay. I think we already did that, but no. Now I'm certain we have. It was really close. Alright. No, we selected the wrong thing. Where is the incursion? We need to interact with the incursion and then send the squad there. Right. Let's run. So right now, things are pretty basic, right? We are neutral with all the factions, which means nobody will attack us, I think. Actually, they might attack us at any point if we have something they want. But at this point, I think, you know, every territory should be safe for us to move through. And so getting to these incursions is actually relatively straightforward. It's just clicking your destination, hitting go, waiting for your team to get there. But if we are at war with a faction that holds the territory around an incursion site, that might be very interesting indeed. Anyway, let's attack the incursion. That let's have a look. Another pretty small map, I think. Deployment. We've tracked down the Sonata unit that we need to capture to this location. We're ready for your input, Alex. This is James Olsen, the unit we're targeting. Holy hell, he's surrounded by 2 knife guys. Guys with rifles, I guess. You must use this gas grenade unit to disable him. He cannot be attacked with any other weapon. Other units will not fire on him. Oh, that's good. Very good to know. We think the squad is going to move through the reception area, then walk past it into the hotel. Makes sense. While they remain unaware of your presence, you can see their predicted movements by pressing the play button. I'm just here to make your life easier. Position our units to ambush them. You may place units inside the lot this time. Balaka will get them there. Just don't put them within enemies' line of sight. Oh, so cool. Alright, so where do we want our guys to go? We can even place it inside over here, instead of just on the outside areas. Now I want to find a good location for my sniper. But there might not actually be many. Actually, we have a car here. And we have a pillar that we need to look through, but actually we could probably put him here and then look through there. Actually, let's have a look. Let's select our sniper guy. We might be able to just barely look past him. Yes, we can. Action. Excellent. Right, so our sniper is going to look at that direction. I don't think he needs any backup. Meanwhile, though, we can actually place people in the lot as well. And as I said, we think he was going to move through this area. That means we need a guy with a gas grenade to get relatively close. But let's press play first and see what the enemy is doing. Woo! Look at that. We would actually kill this guy. That is cool. Now this guy is moving that way, this guy's moving that way. I kind of like that sniper sound effect as well. It sounds kind of cool. Now this guy is moving sideways. We could actually use this information as well. Now we have people with pistols, with knives, shotguns. These are all relatively good for close range, not so much long range. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to get this guy. He's going to be right there. That guy's going to be right there. This guy's going to be right here. Let's have a look. What else do we want to do? So these guys, they are probably going to move down towards this direction, right? So we might want to keep someone mobile. We might actually insert him right there. Or we could even insert him into the building. And then put him at the window. Oh, that's too close. Line of sight. So this would be too much, but right here would actually be good. Actually, let's move there and let's give him a waypoint. This guy is moving there, so he's not actually going to be seen. But yeah, I like this. We can actually put this way in there. Oh, that is so cool, because that is exactly where these guys are going to be coming through. Now the sniper is going to be covering this angle of approach. He's going to be seeing quite a lot from there. Man, I like this. It's been ages since I got into Frozen Synapse, and this is bringing me right back. So many possibilities, so many options to think through. Now this guy, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, about 3 seconds, I guess, that we have to wait, or that I want to wait. So this guy actually is going to we're going to aim him here, and he's going to be aiming there as well. Now then, after that, we will wait. And we will wait for a total of, let's have a look, we need to zoom in. 3 seconds. Now we're going to cancel aim right there. Now this guy is going to wait for 3 seconds as well. And then he's going to move right there. And at this point, this is where he will cancel aim. And this guy might wait here in the back. Alright, so we're going to let him pass. Alright, so 3 seconds is a bit much. But hey, okay, so he's about around this area. So we might actually go back here. From this point, we can place that diamond right there. Right, and this guy might actually aim in a different area. So let's have a look where everybody is going. So this guy is outside, the pistol dude is going to be around this area. Alright. So this guy is going to move here, and then we can actually almost, no, we're not quite. But we can try to aim in this direction a little bit. If we move here. I think that will do quite well. So we've got this door entrance covered. We will get this guy in the back. We will kill some people. We've got all of this covered. Now maybe actually we want this guy to be somewhere else. Maybe I think we want him to be a little bit more mobile. So actually let's put him inside the building as well. They cannot get to him because everything is closed off. But from here we can easily rush him to the window, shoot out the grenade, do a number of different things that could be quite interesting. Actually, let's have a look. Cannot quite shoot that thing from here, so we're not going to do that. So this is about how far he can go. You know what? No, we were going to keep him right there. I think that will be okay. The knife guys are a little bit concerning. And then this guy is going to move down here and stay alive for a bit. But I think we will do well.
Primed.
So look, the riot shield is a support unit. It blocks bullets and grenades may bounce off of it. That is cool. Outcome. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh! They changed their plans. Oh crap! Things are changing now. Now this is actually quite a bit of a high car. I did something completely different than the AI expected them to. Alright, so let's shoot a grenade right there. And I will try to move back a little bit. This guy is going to keep covering whatever he can cover. Like, what can we cover here? Right, so this area, I guess. This guy is going to change now. Order. Alright, so what we might want to do here is actually use something different. We can maybe do a duck move, and then from here, once he's there, he can stand. And this guy, he can move right there, and then he can duck, and then from here, he can stand. Let's have a look. Alright, so the gas actually seems to be lethal as well. Let's have a look at that. Yep, gas is lethal. Excellent. Oh man, I don't know what to do here. So this guy cannot get out unless he passes through here. And this is a bit of cover as well. We might move him forward and then down right there. Alright, and he gets line of sight from way over there as well, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. So let's prime and see what happens.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, we're going to get someone. We got this guy. Oh, holy shit. Alright, so we killed this guy. We killed several people over here. Oh, this is tricky. Let's have a look what happens here. Oh! Oh wow. We actually lost someone there. This guy is crouching along, he's going to stand up, he's going to shoot, so we have the benefit of cover. I'm not too worried about that. Let's have a look at this though. Right, so he's going to die if nothing happens. So that needs to change. We need to run him inside. Right, so let's see what this does. This will save the unit. That is excellent. Right, so I don't know what this guy is going to do, but we are going to move here. From there we will shoot a grenade before moving off. Again. This guy is dead. That means we've cleared this area. Let's change the sniper's aim, I guess. To be way over here. Yeah, seems fine. Now, this guy might actually come running around the side here. Let's have a look what that does for us. That would kill us quite badly. Alright, so we're going to keep him crouching. He's going to watch this direction, I guess. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that seems to work. So let's add a wait command. He's going to wait for 2 seconds. And then move off over here. Cancel aim. Move off a little bit further, and from there he's going to stand. Let's have a look. Right, so he should be sneaky, and I think we're good to go.
System prime.
That's prime. We lost one guy. First blood for the enemy.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh. And I think... No, this guy is actually way over here. Now I wonder if he has an extraction zone. We killed this guy though. Lots of things happening, but we predicted him relatively accurately. So we were rewarded with that kill. Alright, so this guy is shooting from over here. Oh, that's no good.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, like that. Wait. Let's add an aim point for him. Wait, I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's have a look. Let's delete all of his waypoints. He's going to be aiming here. Move in that direction. Excellent. We should be able to kill this guy. This guy needs to get out of line of sight, and then he can move over here, and he needs to run off in that direction. Let's have a look. Yes, because this guy is going to keep moving as well. I don't know where he's going. Because for some reason, I don't know why, I can't seem to select this guy. It's kind of hard to predict where he's going. Now, this guy is all on his own, so that is kind of concerning, because he has 2 knife guys over here. And they might come this way. Oh, look at that. Oh, we might actually make that as well. Alright, let's prime and see what happens. This is an interesting map. Oh, no.
You have failed.
Shit. I was so sure that we were going to win. So let's see. Due to failing a critical mission, you must restart, reload a prior save, or cancel and reload a previous turn. Okay. But we were playing Iron Man mode. So I don't think we can, right? Incursion at hotel. Or maybe we can. Give orders. Interesting. So I was playing Iron Man mode. Actually, I think that should I think that should mean that we lose. Right, and the map is different this time as well. A little bit different. So they're still going to move through here. Actually, no, the map is a little bit different, but not by much. I think that the outside has changed. We have different areas over here. The inside is still pretty much the same. But this being a story mission, I think that is to be expected. So let's press play, see what these guys are doing, or what we expect them to do. So it's basically almost the same as before. They will get there pretty quickly, actually. Take a little while. So let's see what we can do with this. Right, we have a grenade guy. Now where could we place him where he is placed ideally to shoot a grenade in here? Because this guy is going to be moving that way. Right, yeah. From here we cannot quite shoot one in. So if we move over here and then shoot one in from there. Ah, it's not quite what we need, is it? Oh, that covers almost the entire inside of the room, and then we can run him back. That would be good, yes. Alright, so we think we know that these guys are moving over here. Let's try a different plan. Let's maybe not shoot these guys from the back. One thing I know we want to do is we want to put our sniper here. And now, actually, we are in a much better position to snipe this way. Right, yes. Very good. Now there's no trees in the way. So that is actually quite good for us. Yeah, so we have 3 more machine gunners. I would like to have at least one of these guys backing up our gas grenade dude. Alright, yeah, that works pretty well. The other guy over here, he's moving straight up almost right away, so that's another thing that we could exploit. But I don't know, I don't think we want to do that. I think this guy is going to be harmless for a little while. We shouldn't think about him too much at this point. We could even put a guy in here, look at that, that is crazy. We can just look in here. Oh my god, yes. So many different ways you could be running this. That is absolutely cool. Look at that. So we've got this central area covered. Oh yeah, I like this. Let's go ahead and prime.
System primed.
That is going to be very interesting. Now, of course, these guys aren't going to do exactly what we expect them to do, because they didn't do that before. But hey, this guy sticks to the plan pretty well. Oh my god!
Failed.
What? Like he's looking this way, he might have just caught him. Like, that is weird. Because he had a plan to go this way and then he went the other way. That is... And we still got the grenade, so actually if we can't even continue playing this, because we would have hit him. The grenade was still in the air. That is something that should be fixed, I think. Like, even if we lose this guy, there should be a way for this grenade to still hit, because we don't need him anymore if this grenade that is already in the air still hits our target, right? So we have to try again. That kind of sucks. But at least we can. Let's attack the incursion again, and again it's going to be a little bit different probably. Oh yeah. Yeah, different again. Or this is the outside of it. The inside of the mission area is still pretty much the same. But I think we have a pretty good direction. So we will take my sniper. Right, we will have him looking that direction. Oh, that is one kill. Alright, so let's take a machine gunner. We're going to put him right there. Looking this way. Oh man, that is actually too close for comfort. I don't like that. We can still move him somewhere else though. We can actually move him over here. Actually, we could move him over there. Oh my god. That is insane. And this guy is going to move that way. We are ready for him. Oh, we could... Yes. That is good. That is very good. Alright, and then maybe the gas grenade guy should go in here. He should stay hidden. Alright, so that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 seconds or something where this guy should wait. So let's add a wait command. Alright, and I said 3.5, so this is 3.5 seconds. And he should move up. Fire a grenade right at the exit. And on the, like, it's going to be in the air on the next turn. We might be able to kill this guy, or maybe we should actually even let's have a look. No, he should move there, and then maybe shoot it right there, because he's going to be inside at the end of the turn. Then he's going to keep moving. So, we need to go through this whole text thingy again. All right. I think this works pretty well. I think we still have some machine gunners left. We will add one guy in here, behind cover. He will look that way. We can ambush these guys pretty well. And this guy, we might actually even put him there. Or actually should be looking that way, I guess. Oh my god. Look at that. That is pretty insane. Yeah, I like where this is going.
System
This is going well.
primed.
Let's prime. Hey, new stream. Hey Kevin, how are you today? I've been playing for a while, yeah, but I'll keep going for a little while longer. It's still, let's see, it's 10:40 here, so I've got a while before I need to go to bed.
Hostile
And I like playing.
You have failed.
My fucking god! Seriously! It's like the AI knows what we're doing. Look at that.
Hostile neutralized.
And he... Oh, Jesus. And this guy even gets to move right there. What is he? He doesn't even...
Hostile neutralized.
They're doing something completely different than expected, so they know we are here. Alright, so we can work with that information. Let's end this mission. Let's try again. I'm good, how am I today? Well, I'm good too, actually. Yeah, doing quite well. Thanks for asking. Let's try this incursion again. This is going to be my bottleneck, I think. Actually, we can cancel this now. So, yeah, again, I think the sniper should go over here. I think he's in a great location right there, because he can look down the entire side of the building. This guy knows, or they're going to know where we are. So we should take that into account a little bit. Right? Let's have a look. So now what do we want to do? I think one machine gunner, like this is blocking line of sight, right? Yeah. Right, the sniper can take care of him. This guy, he can look down this way, I guess. So this guy maybe needs to go over here, and we can look through here. We could even look through there. So we can cover these different angles, right? Yeah. That's pretty good. And then the gas grenade can be behind these two guys, so that he is covered. And there's no way, like this guy cannot get to us because this is blocked off by walls. This guy is going to have to wait for, let's say, 3 seconds. It's kind of hard to see. Like this should be maybe a little bit bigger. Unless we zoom in, we can't really tell. Like I think this should be a little bit more dynamic, because that is extremely poor. Then he's going to move sideways, and I guess from there he will have a new angle to look at, or something. Yeah, this guy might actually not go here, he might actually rush along the wall. So that's actually why we should get this guy in here as well. Like he's going to be blocked off for now, then he's going to move up, and he might shoot this other guy in the back. I think this is a pretty decent start. We could also shoot a grenade off, I guess. Do we want to do that now? Because there's no limit to the ammo we have. It doesn't really matter that way. But I think we can...
System primed.
Actually, no, we need to cancel his attack move, and then
System primed.
Actually, let's do another thing. Let's make him duck.
System
Now we can prime.
primed.
Let's have a look at the outcome.
Hostile.
Yeah, they are going different ways. Alright, so this guy got killed.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh my fucking god. That is 3 guys. Let's zoom out just a little bit and let's have a look at the replay. I wish we had a slow motion mode. Okay, so the machine gun shot him, then we had 2 knife guys rushing in here, I think. Where's this guy going? Yeah, he's moving back the other way. It's 2 knife guys trying to rush in here.
Neutralized.
And if we didn't have 2 machine gunners, they might have actually killed a guy here. Alright, so we've got the guy inside of the safe area. Right, so we had a sniper covering this approach. He might kill quite a few of these people, actually. And we might tell him to ignore a few guys. Pistol dude, maybe. But, I don't know. This seems to be going pretty well. But what if this guy rushes in here as well? Let's have a look. He is not going to make that. Of course, the other guys are going to move, so... Alright, maybe this guy needs to move back into this bathroom a little bit so that he has some cover. And then he should look at this window. Be prepared for that. And then this guy, let's have a look. Should move over here. Be prepared to look in that direction, maybe. Yeah. I don't think anyone is going to make it on time to stop this. So let's run our gas grenade guy forward, and the other guy, the guy we need to kill, is probably going to run out. So we can't give him orders, but I think this will do well. And after he shoots, he should move back here. So let's have a look how that looks. Shoots, moves back, right, and then at the end, or right there, he can actually duck by cover as well. Right, I think this will go in and intercept our target.
System prime.
So let's have a look. Of course, the AI is going to do something completely unexpected and kill my gas unit.
Hostile neutralized. Hostile neutralized.
Yes! Look at that. Oh, we need to look at that again. There's so much going on. So shot the guy with the shotgun. This guy got shot by someone who shot him. The guy with the machine gun.
Neutralized.
Yes.
Neutralized.
Oh, excellent. Alright, so this guy just barely ducked out of cover. It's going to take a while for this guy to get shot by the sniper, so we are still going to get flanked by this guy. Maybe, yeah, he needs to look right there. So what if this guy runs over here? And if he looks in this direction, who would win? He would win because he has cover and we do not. Right. Unacceptable. Let's cancel this. Let's make our guy run forward. And he has his prime. Now we would make it first. But he's shooting this target. So if we select him, we can actually ignore this enemy. We would kill this guy if we do that one. So this guy, he will move forward just a little bit, like inch forward. He's going to watch this, and then he's going to move back over there. Let's have a look. We could win. But if this guy then moves over here and does this, what will happen then? He would actually still lose. Except it didn't look like he was actually looking this way. He's preoccupied by something else. Interesting. Who shoots him? I have to see.
Hostile. Neutralized. Hostile. Neutralized.
Oh, he got shot by my machine gunner. Right, so they're engaging each other there. He's right there. I don't think he's going to get out of that range, but he might. So what if this guy moves right here? From here he will shoot another grenade right there. Would it kill civilians, I wonder? That's an interesting question, actually. Oh, and it takes so much time for him to shoot again. But I think we've given all the plans that we... Actually, maybe we need to be a little bit more aggressive about... No, actually, he's in cover. He can help shoot as well. Yeah, okay. I like where this is going. That's prime.
Hostile. You are victorious.
Oh, we only needed to kill that guy. He just barely got caught in the range of that grenade blast. Right, excellent. We'll bring in the secondary team in a range to extract the unit. I'll prepare the containment facility. Oh, that is cool. Alright, so we didn't even need to deal with the other people there. Cool. Alright, so we gained 10,000. We killed a bunch of enemy units. This is the first chance we've had to get ahead of Sonata. It's good to have some positive news to bring to the council. Alex, you're likely to hear a lot of criticism of our work from various quarters. It's just par for the course. The truth is that we are the only organization protecting fundamental rights, and the only truly neutral forum. Whether you believe that's a moral end in itself or simply a shield to protect individual freedoms, it largely does not matter. We are the only chance the city has for lasting peace. I've certainly had enough of killing. Alright. I have Akemi Adachi from Silver Arbor on the line. Let's answer that. Why were you so late to reach us, Director? Huh. You ungrateful person. Right, strike team needs orders. Let's send them back to home base. You have been reported for new municipal code violations. Really? Firearm discharge on street Takeshi and Doherty. Caused public disturbance at Takeshi and Doherty. Interesting. Now that is something I didn't know was going to be in the game. That is really, really interesting, to be honest. So we have... yeah, I mean, a gunfight sounds like, you know, it's going to cause a bit of a disruption. Something the municipality is not going to be too pleased with. Right. Strike team operation target. Alright, so... oh, that's interesting. So we have a squad belonging to the AI. They're moving around. They have several, actually. Forgiven Geometry are taking over new property in Silver Arbor. Oh, right there. Yeah, so these guys are expanding. Now, I still don't know what the strategy is behind taking over new buildings. Like, these guys seem to be expanding to pretty close locations. I guess it will help with defensibility, because right now we only have one squad and we can send them back and forth, I guess. So if we have our HQ here and we buy a building, like for example this hotel right there, that would be bad because it would take forever to reach and defend with the only squad that we have right now. But the corporate office, let's have a look. We can interact, purchase building for 25,599. Actually, that's not a lot. That's actually really not a lot. So we could do something with that. But we need to save some money because we don't have enough. So maybe let's have a look at contracts. Attack faction in building, Breitling University. Actually, I think Breitling University is helping us out right now. I don't think we want to do that. Let's have a look. Now you can actually see, I need you to attack ShapeSec. Payout 37,000 bucks. Open offers. Estimated military strength at target mid to high. Satellite jamming in affected target, so that means it's a dark mission. That's pretty cool. And the dark mission basically means that you cannot see where enemy units are going to be. Early warning system at target. Not sure what that means. Target location 12 brown. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. But patrol this building. Place a military squad in this building and observe it for 12 hours. That's a lot of money. It is very tempting. Set up a checkpoint. Keep your squad here for 12 hours. Actually, I think we're going to accept that one. Let us Kanyan Singh interact. Send squad here. Strike team. Actually, where is our squad? Our squad is right there. Let's select HQ. Let's send our squad here first. Deactivate BO8 building certification. Interact with base defense squad. Send squad here. We have quite a few options, and I don't understand all of them quite yet. What is this? Send squad to this area. Oh, I see. No, I think we're going to go bring our relic back first, because we're pretty close. What is this? Another call. There are elements within the council who are keen to portray it as the ultimate solution to all of our problems. Metam is as dogmatic in peace as he was in wartime. He'll claim that our innate desire for harmony inevitably leads human civilization to adopt this exact political system. That has always been a specious argument. In any case, simply because something tends to happen doesn't make it optimal. Personally, I believe the Council is approaching a time of reckoning. They need to start taking some external input or face assault from every direction. They'll either form a real consensus or start employing even more violence to protect their position. The extent of this could surprise you. I've spent the last few years pushing for shapeform mediation to help curb the rise of senseless extremism. Unless we can obviate our cognitive biases, then we will never be able to operate within a realm of truth. Interesting. Let's speed up time a little bit. Alright, store the bond, yes. Apparently we only had a bond, another relic. We have a dead relic here. We should have another one as well. We have a lot of bonds. 2 dead relics. Alright, so let's interact with this and the squad here. The strike team is on its way. Set up a checkpoint here for 12 hours. So, let's interact. Set up deployment here. Yes. Alright, so we need to load in. It literally is an intersection. That is really cool. Mission information. You are now setting up deployment for this location. You may drag units around and set patrol routes for them by making waypoints in the usual way. When enemies arrive at this location, your units will follow these patrol routes until the enemy is spotted, at which time they will return to your direct control. Right, so we've seen this before. I think that's a really, really cool mechanic. So basically we can set up a patrol path for our guys. If the enemy attacks this location, we will not have any control over any of them. We cannot make a plan for them until they see an enemy, at which point we will get control. If this is a location where items may be stored, use the set item storage button on the left to location to put down a location for it. Well, we will not set any items here. Your units are initially in randomized positions. Drag the map around to find them. We have everybody pretty close at hand, actually. Right, so the map is pretty small. They can come from here, here, and wow. There really is not a lot of locations. Alright, so... no, we can move him here. Why can we not do this? Why? We have to be within a certain range, I guess. Alright, so let's drag these guys out a little bit. Right, so what I think I want to do is I want to set up something simple. This guy is going to be looking in this direction. He will duck and then aim in this direction. So that is this angle covered. This guy will run over in that direction. This guy will run right there and aim in that direction. So let's have a look. That means the enemy could basically spawn in this area. That is something we should take into account. So let's double back here a little bit. Let's aim this guy over in this direction. So if we have a look at this, we now have overview in that area. And that basically covers all the angles until everybody else gets into position. I think that's fine. So let's finish. Right, so that actually is on the right location, right? Yes. Alright, so this is a checkpoint. At this point we can fast forward. Not sure if anything is going to attack us here, but we'll see. Brightling University. I have Chancellor Lane Malhotra from Brightling University. Okay, fine. Hello, Director Johnson. I'm Chancellor Lane Malhotra of Brightling University. We've been delighted to play a part in the intellectual life of the city for many years, even prior to the realization. Actually, we've been talking to you before. Why are you just introducing yourself now? That's weird. Continue. Despite providing our expertise and technology to the factions involved with reconstruction, we were sidelined and even threatened as they became entrenched. Intellectual and academic endeavors are often the first to be discarded in the rush for power. You will have heard many forceful perspectives on the Sonata situation. Mine is straightforward. I know that I know nothing. We have no data, we have no rigorous system of analysis. Allow us to study the relics and we will get to the truth here. I hear you struggled with the last Sonata incursion. Perhaps you should consider letting us get involved next time. Farewell, Director Johnson. She's irritated for some reason. We've been helping her out, but... okay, fine. Damn it! How much time do we have left? Inform me on Encounter Squad, yes. Set up checkpoint. Have we not actually done that? Contract target for setup checkpoint here. Interesting. I thought we did that. So let's ignore that one for now. Have a call coming through. Alex, the details of our incursion detection system have leaked to the other factions in the city. Our techs have informed us that if any one individual faction is able to activate 7 relics, they may be in a position to gain control of Sonata. You must prevent this from happening at all costs. If a faction defeats an incursion, we will be able to track the relic. You could consider ambushing their squad or attacking their base before they manage to complete the activation process. You can see a list of currently active relics in your shortcuts pane. Once a relic is activated and its data uploaded, it becomes dead. Dead relics still have monetary value but are no longer useful in terms of our wider goals. Factions may not always be keen to attack Sonata, and we may still be able to give you access to incursions that other factions have not yet detected. Be ready. Oh my god, so that means that we need to hurry up and get there. So I set up deployment there, but I guess that didn't actually do anything in terms of a strike team. We set up a checkpoint before. So this wasn't actually... The incursion has resolved. Oh shit. Sonata have resisted Brighton University's attack at construction site. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to stick around here a little bit longer. Let's have a look at the details. Sonata forces have left the area. The district may well not be happy with us for failing to show up. Shit. Oh, here we go. Guests are attacking our forces at Kayana and Singh. What shall we do? We will defend. We will most definitely not surrender. Oh, have a look. Wait, what? This is completely different than what we set up for. Oh, fuck. Your units are unaware of the enemy presence. You will not be able to give them orders until they are alerted by seeing an enemy unit. They will become aware after 24 seconds if they have not seen the enemy by then. Oh, for fuck's sake. Pistol guys. We need to prime. We cannot do anything else.
Primed.
That sucks. Why is this a different setup than what we had before?
Hostile.
Oh, Jesus.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Wow. We lost so many people there. Right, and for some reason we cannot see this guy and we cannot see that guy. That is weird. But we will try to... Oh, he's crouching. I see. Okay, we can actually do the same. Let's go back here. Let's duck. And we will move over here. We will aim at this guy. We need to kill him, but I have a feeling that he's going to shoot a grenade at us next turn. So, let's have a look. Actually, he can't quite get that far, so he needs to move over here and shoot it. Yeah, and that would kill us quite horribly. So once he does this, let's stand. Let's also cancel aim. Oh, that is... Actually, you know what? Maybe we should not move in this direction. He will duck here. And we will move over here in this direction. But also from this location, of course, we should look here. Yeah, it works, I guess.
System primed.
We're down to our last guy, though. That is insane. Oh, I was actually shooting a different direction. Okay, but this guy is dead. That is fine. This guy is moving over in that direction. Okay. So, let's cancel everything. Let's have a look. He will move in here. From here, he will have a look in that direction. And if this guy moves over here and looks right there, what will happen? I think he will shoot us. I think that's going to be pretty clear. Actually, we need to stand right there. But actually, kind of like the idea of ducking. So actually, we're going to continue ducking right there. We will see what this guy does and try to prepare for it. I just need to be a little bit quicker. Alright,
System primed.
See what this guy is up to. And actually, I think this is going to be our last battle here. So I've been playing for 2.5 hours. My throat is sore. And yeah, okay, so this guy is ducking. But we can now prepare. And if we now stand up, we should win. And now I wonder if this guy stands up, like we have like this, and he stands up. Alright, we should be able to win this. That's prime. And I kind of want to see the effects of losing all of these people. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Why? Alright, so cancel aim, let's run over here. We will aim over in this direction. Alright, that seems to work pretty well. What if this guy now stands over here and aims right there? Alright, I think this will be interesting, so that's prime. At this point I'm not too invested in the outcome anymore. Look at this. Oh, he's out in the open. Oh, we should win this. I don't know, if he's running over this direction, I guess. I mean, we should be able to win that pretty easily. If he dunks back into cover though, like so. This line of side blocking, that makes so much difference. That is crazy. Now, what if he runs over in this direction? We will lose line of sight. Alright, so I think that might be what he's going to do. So he's going to stay here. He's going to wait for... Can't quite see. Let's zoom in a little bit. 3 seconds. And let's see, then he's going to move right there. Alright, so at this point he should crouch here. And then he needs to aim right there. Alright, so whatever he does, we can take a shot from here, I guess. Yeah.
System primed.
It's all about predicting. Oh, he's crouching. The bastard. Man, okay. Alright, so let's cancel everything. Let's Alright, once he's here, maybe he should look way over there. And then keep on moving to the very corner, I guess.
System primed.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of like... I don't know how to say it. Oh, we are crouched. That sucks. Alright, so stand up. What? Oh, he was prepared. Is it? So maybe he should... Alright, so let's aim at this general location and then stand up. Shit. Why? But I have a feeling he's not going to stay put, so I think he's going to move. I think he's going to move. I don't know where, but I think he's going to move. We're going to do this chase for a little while to come, I guess. Yes!
Victorious.
Finally, end mission. Alright, so let's have a look what that did. Alright, so we had several people killed in action. I have Brianna Bartleby from Guest on the line. Let's answer. Hello, Director Johnson. We need to talk. Our result was clearly a general screw-up. Quite frankly, you trashed us. Is there anything I can help you with, Director? Diplomatic status. Neutral. What about partnership? Offer partnership? No, I don't think we want to do that now that she's irritated with us. Let's say goodbye. Let's partially full. Let's send them back to home base. No, actually. No. Hide near road. Idle on road. Intercept partial strike team. Set up checkpoint. You have been reported for new municipal code violations. Your squad has taken some losses. Okay, so let's have a look at what this does, and then I'm going to be putting an end to this. Strike team has taken casualties. You need to send them back to one of our buildings for regrowth. Until then, the squad will still be able to operate, but you won't have access to its departed members. Alright, so okay, that's pretty interesting. But we need to stay here for a while, because this contract was actually for 12 hours, and we've been here for a few hours. Does it actually tell us how much hours are left? 12 hours. Next stage deadline, 13:56 on January 2. That is getting pretty close. Has encountered strike team beta and give orders. Call interact. Ah, interesting. Call at par. Hello, Director. Is there something meaning behind your presence here? Refuse passage, let them through, demand search, attack. Let's quad through. Ah, that is so cool. That is really cool. Prepare to meet my challenge. Ah, fuck, no. I need to surrender because we only have one guy. Let's try to do that. Our squad is being escorted back to HQ and will be unavailable until it arrives. Any items have been confiscated by Safeguard. What items? Ah, well, we didn't have any items, so that's fine. Anyway, we've been playing for a while. That's it for now. I'm going to be putting an end to the stream, so if you're watching this later, please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content. If you're watching now, of course, I think you can still leave a like as well, so please do so if you enjoyed it and want to see more Frozen Synapse 2 in the future. Anyway, for now I'm signing off, so I will see you guys later, and have a very good day.